words are pretty important, mainly because these are words that are either right or wrong. You've either used them correctly or you haven't. The theirs, the tos, the yours, these are things that most people get really, really picky about, and they're words that are common, hence the phrase commonly confused words, and you use them all the time. So you really should just get into the habit of using them correctly and knowing when you're using them correctly pretty early on so that it's not difficult for you later. Now, we're not going to go over all of these commonly confused words now. If you need more help with the list that they give you in the book, you'd be welcome to go to Grammar Girl. She has a website. If you just Google Grammar Girl, you'll find her website and you can look up the differences between those words on her website, and she should be able to help you. I would also be able to, and very happy to give you the tips that I have found. But the best thing that you can do to help remember the commonly confused words is to take them 2 or 3 at a time, 2 or 3 sets at a time, that is, and give yourself tips on how to remember them. For example, for the theirs, I remember there with THEY''re. Because it has an apostrophe, that means there's a word left out, or a letter left out, which means that anytime I'm writing a sentence and I can use the phrase they are in replacement of their, I know that that's the correct there to use. I remember that THEIR refers to a person because it has the letter I in it. It means that it belongs to somebody. And then I know that if I'm not referring to something that somebody owns, or I'm not referring to the phrase they are, then the other there, THERE, is the default and should be used for anything else. The same thing applies for the twos. TWO is always a number. TOO refers to something extra, or the phrase also. So if you can substitute the word in, you can substitute the word also in for the sentence, like I want to go to the store too. I want to go to the store also, you mean TOO. It also means extra. So if you say, I had too much popcorn, TOO means extra popcorn. And you remember that because there's an extra O. The last one, TO, is used for any other form that's not meaning extra or not meaning 2, the number 2. I had a student once tell me that she uses TO when she knows that if she were to say the sentence out loud, she might say tuh instead of to. In fact, if you listen to that last sentence I just said, and to the sentence I'm saying right now, I've said tuh a couple of times. And both of those times, if I were writing out the sentence, I would have said TO. So those are some minor tips for you that you might remember. Those are some things that are really, really helpful for you to think about as you start working on remembering your commonly confused words. These are words that are either right or wrong, so you do need to get them right and you will be held accountable for them. So make yourself a list, get yourself some tips, talk to people about the tips they use, talk to your parents, talk to me, talk to your classmates, but those are some things that you just need to know. Now, there used to be that the Common Core for Utah actually required you to have a certain list of words memorized. Now that we're using the Common Core for the whole nation, there aren't words that you have to specifically know. But if you would like to go to uen.org and look up the language arts curriculum, you can see an organized list of words that the state of Utah believes that you should know based on your age group, and that might make it a little bit easier for you to kind of divide out the workload so you don't have to memorize them all at once. But this is where you, just as a person, will have to go and figure them out on your own. The book offers a lot of good tips, so keep that close by. And this video, by the way, is the same for packets 13 and 14, so review it again if you want to, and then in packet 14. But other than that, we are moving towards revision, so I will see you in packet 18 with our video on the top goofs that students make in their writing.